Hey, welcome in. This is Jay Fidanza again. I've been reviewing some of the golf courses from Jack Nicklaus Signature Edition, free at Ecstasy Abandonware, as you know. Today we're looking at Edgewood, Tahoe. Mike Jenner, I think, created that, recreated it. And I wanted to show you some highlights. Now, as you know, you can get a lot of these different courses. They're fantasy courses, and they're also the classic, well-known ones. And here's the web pages where you can look at them for free. You download the zips and import them into the Jack Nicklaus Signature Edition. Now, some of these forums have Harbor Island, Inverness, Pinehurst 2, Kiowa, Augusta, Pebble Beach. We're going to look at Edgewood, Tahoe. We got Oakmont, Olympic, Salem, Valhalla. I just reviewed Whispering Pines. The ones from the original Jack Nicklaus, you can also get things like the Australian, the Bears Track, Castle Pines, Crooked Sticks, Desert Mountains, English Turn, Hazeltine, Medina, Muirfield, Oakmont, Pebble Beach, again, his own version. But let's get right into Edgewood, Tahoe. I just played in the novice mode so I can test it out. It's kind of easy to play the novice mode because you can hook and slice it really well without seeing a lot of deviation. But here's hole 2 for the birdie from the fringe, the 36-footer. Now I'm taking mulligans, so nothing real special here because I may have played the hole 3 times just to get a feel for it. I may bump it up later to advanced. Now here's hole number 5. I'm using the 4-wood with a slice there to get it to the pin at 224. And as you can see, I got it pretty close. I took it a couple tries. This is a nice par 3. Now in real life, Nevada, Edgewood, Tahoe, right on Lake Tahoe, is one of the most scenic, arguably one of the most scenic golf courses. Now we're looking at hole number 5, well, hole number 9 here rather, the par 4, the punch shot with the 4-iron to keep it real close and tight, but to roll it up on the green. I took a couple of tries, 174 yards on that shot. Here's the forward view. But once you get used to practicing, they got a driving range and a putting green, and it may take you a week or 2 or 3 just to get comfortable with playing. You can always go from the ladies' tees, the men's tees, and novice mode, and so there's a range, like a curve, where you can play. You don't have to go expert level champion tees. I'm playing novice mode champion tees, so I'm far away, but I can hook and slice them. Hole number 10 here, par 4. It's a very scenic hole right here. I think I tried a few times to get this drive right. You have to keep it tight. I still got in the rough there, but you learn to play out of the rough if you need to. In the rough, you may get a little more deviation. You got to add a little more club to it. So you look at the green, and you can see the break on the greens. Some of the greens on these custom design ones are a little bit challenging. The ball will roll a lot, and there is a lot of weird deviation in Jack Nicklaus games too as well. Here's the reverse angle. When you're doing really well, all of a sudden some putts will just not go in, even though you hit that putt several times the same way. It just lips out or doesn't get there. So it's not a gravy game. I find it in advanced mode it's just as hard as World Golf Tour. It's hole number 12, the par 3 with the 3-iron. Now you only get the full shot and the punch. And if you're kind of within 20 feet of your approach, you may get the clapping. Here's the reverse angle. Now it was pretty challenging, this course. More challenging than Valhalla, in my opinion. I just reviewed that. You can see the video on that. And I like the scenery in this one. I probably like Valhalla a little better in the scenery. There's the birdie with the 10 break left to right. And then I hit it early there with it, so I pulled it. You get to learn that. I tried it a few times. There's the punch drive on the par 4, number 13. Your driver only goes to 250 normally, but I overhit it there, you see. Overhitting creates a deviation on your slices, or sometimes it's random and it doesn't deviate too much, so you're never really sure. Now I'm going for the 72 footer, and it just lips out there at the end. It's a little too much to the right, I think, and it lipped around. And then down in par for the 6 footer on 13. This is Edgewood Tahoe again. Mike Henner, I think, designed this, but there's a text file in each one of the folders of these courses, and you can see who that he looked in the World Atlas of golf to find elevations and to try to get it as true to the real course as he could. Here's hole number 16, a par 5. You see the overhead map. Some of the trees block the way, but you can always use the view hole and view the hole from any angle. There's the sand save with the pitching wedge, reverse angle. I tried to get up there with the wood, but it just couldn't stay tight to that little apron there, and so it kind of just caught the sand there. That's a tough shot. I like to play that one a few more times. I have a lot of fun playing this. I'm kind of excited to tell you these are free. Look for more information on my page. Just missed that. And you got the crowd there if you're close. The 8 break. Now 8 break towards me, hitting it, tapping it in. You get the tap in feature, usually 3 feet or less. The auto caddy helps you judge how far things are. You can see anywhere in the map to anywhere else. This was an interesting shot. You notice from World Golf Tour, that one shot. I never do too well on that one. Now this spun out of the bunker, so it did hit it pretty hard. So I got out of the bunker and into the rough, which is like the fringe on the outside, and just went for the birdie, but couldn't get it. That would have been sweet. You learn to hit it a little bit more hard out of the fringe, and sometimes the break doesn't take effect out of the fringe as much. You'll learn if you try it. The final hole, 18 in the par 5. Well, everything was really kind of green here, and there are basically really hundreds of courses you can find at the websites I'll give you in just a moment. I found it very easy to find them, download them, extract them, and just put them in a folder and then open them up with the signature edition. Now you can also create your own. As down in par, you create your own courses, which is a lot of fun. I tried Pinehurst, but I found that these guys know what they're doing even more than I do. So to me, it's more fun to play some of these. The one canyon one I played. Look for the video on that one. Very interesting. they make their own objects and things like the scenery. They actually try and change the background and put mountains in. But you can look at these websites and download Jack Nicklaus Signature Edition. Of course, from XTC Abandonware. Once again, I say give it a try. I give this course about an 8, about a 7 on the scenic aspect of it, and I can't wait to try some of the other ones. Thanks for watching. Thanks to all the new followers too.